Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm at the 2019 New York Auto Show, and of course, if I'm gonna stop by a booth, it's definitely gonna be Toyota because we have some big unveils. This is the all new, we've all been waiting for it, the 2020 Toyota Highlander. So let's just talk a little bit about what's going on with the new Highlander. The Highlander sits on a new global platform that is going to be used through all of Toyota's future vehicles. What's wonderful about this global architecture is that it's actually more rigid and is going to provide a stiffer environment for everything to be placed on top of. What that means is it's not going to mean harsh ride, it's going to mean a more sound structure and something that is going to actually help increase your driving enjoyment and sensitivity and feel. But let's go ahead and check out this brand new 2020 Toyota Highlander. So if you notice with the styling, very 21st century, very aggressive. I love the LED lighting up front, the DRLs. You have some fog lamps down here. Now there is some faux vent going on, but that's all right. It looks very aggressive, and I think Toyota's doing it very well with having a large center grille area and also having some aggression. And that's the thing is, as we walk around the corner here, love what they did with the grille shape, the design, like the brushed silver trim. It almost makes it looks like it's brushed aluminum down in the center area. Lots of different flat black. And you know, a lot of people would say that maybe this is a little too busy, but you know what? I think it fits it perfect, and it's going to allow this car to stand out amongst the sea of other SUVs that are being brought to market by the different manufacturers. But very nice. Even with the shape of the hood, they gave some indentation personality to it. But I think right off the bat, wonderful. You got a front mounted camera, obviously, to help in those parking situations and whatnot, but just really great how they have that set up. Let's go ahead and rotate around the side, because here's some other things that I really think they did super well. So the way that the front fender comes around, and then I'm going to swing around and get out of the shot here, but I like what they did. They took this flat black, brought it around the wheel well. I think it was smart not to have a bunch of flat black and then it all blended. It's nice to have that split. Check out these beautiful wheels. I love the style. I love the design. It almost gives it a more upscale feel. And if you're wondering what's the size of that thing, that's a 20-inch wheel, brushed aluminum, nice size rotor there, excellent setup, and just enough gap between the fender and the top of the wheel to make the car just sit right as it is at this display. As we come down the side, you can see how they blacked out the A-pillar up there. That gives you a different illusion of it being a little bit more tighter of a feeling, because it is a larger vehicle, remember. This is bigger than the 4Runner and whatnot. But coming around the corner, very good how they did the body lines, and they didn't put a bunch of just flat black plastic everywhere. I like that touch, because a lot of other manufacturers, they're not painting that lower sill area, and I'm glad to see that Toyota painted the whole thing from top to bottom. You do have some nice brushed aluminum roof rails up top, which you then obviously can add your crossbars. You could take this all over the place, camping, kayaking, whatever. But just to wrap it around the back, probably my other favorite part besides the front is gonna be the back of this car. And if you notice, check out the LED lighting, starts in the corner, wraps it around to the tailgate area. And I really think that they went perfect, just having just a bunch of body lines to it, but it's nothing too bulbous. It just comes out enough and then drops down. Love the flat silver. This is obviously platinum, all-wheel drive. Underneath that hood is a V6. That tried and true, reliable Toyota dependability. I also think it was very smart to not have any exhaust just dangling. You actually do have a nice chrome tip for the exhaust here, but it's very tasteful and very upscale. The back of this, I think you would agree with me, looks like a Toyota Lexus, a Lexus product, which remember is the upscale version of Toyota. Now this one is locked up tight as can be, but we're gonna go ahead and check out the interior of the one down on the floor. So let's go check it out. All right guys, we're on the ground floor. This is the one that's opened up, allowing us to get access. Now, right off the bat with the power assist rear lift, one thing that I noticed, and I know a lot of you always ask, hey, what can I put in the back with that third row up? You could definitely easily put a stroller or a set of golf clubs or whatever, with even that third row up. And that's the thing I like about the Highlander, is that sometimes when you open up the back area and those rear seats are up, you're like, hey, where's all the space? But you still got plenty of space. You got a home power source back here that you could just plug right into the back. Very nicely done. And then watch how easy it is to put down that third row. And that's always a big question, like, what do I have to do? Do I have to run to the front to put down the third row? No. You just pull up. And then obviously, once that goes down, nice and flat. That's another nice touch, is that it's gonna go down nice and flat. You got the two captain's chairs back there, and you can see that for the passengers, we got plenty of cup holders for all their drinks, but really nice to have that versatility with a vehicle like this. But we're gonna go ahead now and get inside the business end of the 2020 Highlander. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Toyota Highlander. This is really where Toyota hit the ball right out of the park. Definitely huge difference, not only with the styling, but also with the quality of the materials. Let's go to the door panel. I'm so happy to see that they broke up the sea of black with some wonderful lighter leather on not only the armrest, but also the back portion of the door. There's also a very interesting wood texture material that is above that, right in the middle, below the window. Very nice touch. Gives it almost a Lexus feel to a Toyota product. As we go from the door panel to the dash, styling is just on point. I love the soft material dash. You got the stitching, that stimulated stitching that's here. I love this silver trim. This really is spot on. A cubby for your phone or whatever you need to put right here for the passenger. Nice soft material all the way to a second cubby area right here, which is really nice, and you could put your phone and run the cord through this opening. You have USB, plethora of them, 12 volt, a nice phone cubby, two cup holders. Remember, this one has the 3.5 V6 that's gonna power you just like it's been for so many years. Here's really the biggest thing for Toyota, 12-inch display. Now remember, when we say 12 inches, we're talking about diagonal from corner to corner. I love the layout of the AC controls. Obviously, you're gonna have heated seats, you're gonna have ventilated seats, very tastefully done. A nice push button start right here behind the steering wheel. Really attractive shifter. Some leather on it, some silver trim. This is gonna help you go through your different functions. You got sport, normal, and eco mode all through a nice toggle switch. Nicely padded armrest with that stitching, and then the seats. Very comfortable. The lower section is very large for somebody with longer legs, and I like the overall design of it. And then of course, to wrap it off, a full panoramic sunroof for everybody that's inside so that they could get their vitamin D. One last thing is that this does have the backup camera that you just flip your mirror and it shows up nice on the screen right here of your mirror, so when you're backing up and whatnot. But why don't you come on over to the business end and I'll show you what's going on behind the wheel of this 2020 Highlander. All right, guys, business end, sitting here. I love, like I said, just how comfortable it is. Even with the panoramic sunroof, I still have plenty of headroom, 6 feet tall. Good looking steering wheel, very soft leather wrapped all the way around the wheel. Little bit of gloss black at the base here, and then you have an assortment of buttons. Remember, this is going to come with that full plethora of all the safety features that you know and love from Toyota. Dash, I like the analog speedometer, analog tachometer, and then of course you're going to have a nice digital display there in the center, heads-up display as well. And that's one of these things, is that stay tuned, because we're definitely going to be bringing you a full drive review once these hit the dealerships. But even just the styling that they have in the way that the door panels are done, this is something different for Toyota, and I expect that that's going to follow into their other line of vehicles that they have, from the Tacoma to Tundra and everything else. But let's go ahead and check out the mid-row. All right, guys, that upscale feel continues into the mid-row. 2 captain's chairs, fully wrapped in leather. What's nice is they don't have those annoying ratcheting armrests like they find in the Honda, but they are a little narrow. I wish they were just a little bit wider for normal people's arms that are full size like myself. But the leather in here is really, really wonderful. You can see people opening and closing the doors, which is really nice to help us out. But these seats, they do slide, which is really wonderful. There's a nice little lever on the corner, and they also recline. That's gonna make it super comfortable, and you're gonna get your vitamin D from that panoramic sunroof. There's a wonderful command center back here, rear AC, you have heated seats, and then down there in the bottom you're going to get all your power connectivity, USBs, you got your home power source, and a little cubby area. For the passengers, you got 2 cup holders that will fit your super big gulp with no problem, and then a nice little area just to put an iPad or something like that. But just overall super comfortable, and I also think it's so smart to have the rear AC in the ceiling like this rather than down low just chilling your knees. But overall I think very well done by Toyota, and if you're ready, I'm ready to wrap this one up, so let's wrap it up. All right guys, it's been an amazing time here at the 2019 New York Auto Show. As you can see, Toyota's bringing their A game, full speed ahead to go up against all the other manufacturers in this 3-row 7-passenger SUV market. But if these are the types of things you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you. Thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. Check out all my different forms of social media. You want to get yourself some merch, click the link in the description. It takes you right to Spreadshirt. I got to thank my wonderful wife, Lori. She's creating a nice, calm environment to keep people away so that we can get the filming done. It's almost like a reverse psychology, mindfulness, yoga practice. So namaste, Lori, and just like always, I'll see you on the next one.